Let's go right to NBC's Vaughn Hilliard. Vaughn, what has happened here?
Andrea, this was in a social media post just moments ago. I'm just going to read it directly to you from Matt Gaetz, who, of course, was up on Capitol Hill yesterday meeting with senators toured around by J.D. Vance. This is from Matt Gaetz. Quote, "I had excellent meetings with senators yesterday. I appreciate their thoughtful feedback and the incredible support of so many. While the momentum was strong, it is clear that my confirmation was unfairly becoming a distraction to the critical work of the Trump-Vance transition. There is no time to waste on a needlessly protracted Washington scuffle. Thus, I'll be withdrawing my name from consideration to serve as Attorney General. Trump's DOJ must be in place and ready on day one. I remain fully committed to see that Donald J. Trump is the most successful president in history. I will forever be honored that President Trump nominated me to lead the Department of Justice, and I'm certain he will save America." Matt Gaetz, 8 days, Andrea, after being nominated, his name being put into the fold for Attorney General of the United States, is dropping out. This all while there was debate within the House Ethics Committee over whether to release the ethics report looking into the allegations that he had had sexual interactions with a minor dating back several years ago. Ultimately, yesterday, the House Ethics Committee was at a standstill, choosing not to release the report at this time. But we know that senators, including some Republicans, were interested in having the details of the underlying allegations and evidence that was in the hands of the House Ethics Committee. Of course, Matt Gaetz turned heads when Donald Trump first picked him. They were on their way from Washington, D.C., aboard Trump's plane back here to Mar-a-Lago 8 days ago when the decision was made by Donald Trump in flight to nominate Gaetz in a surprising fashion to lead the Department of Justice. Of course, these were all allegations that the Department of Justice had looked into. People like Speaker Kevin McCarthy had publicly stated just this year that he thought that Matt Gaetz would eventually be in jail because of the underlying evidence that was in the hands of House ethics members. But now you fast forward here, I think that this is really the first time in which you see Donald Trump, who made the case that he learned a lot from his first administration and wanted to surround himself by loyal cabinet members, it came to a roadblock up on Capitol Hill. It was going to take just 4 Republican senators to block his confirmation. And there was hesitancy among many of them about not only the underlying allegations against him, but also the way in which he would potentially use and wield the powers of the Department of Justice. He had promised to root out what he called the deep state. And there was concern about political prosecutions, that he would go and not only remove individuals from within Department of Justice career prosecutors, but also tried to go and investigate and convene grand juries to bring indictments against perceived enemies of Donald Trump. But now we are at the point where Matt Gaetz has removed himself here from this confirmation process.